and discuss more about the pass by object, pass by reference and pass by value. Do you remember these two concepts?
Yes.
So what's pass by reference? What's pass by reference? What's pass by value? Yeah, so pass by value means we're sending a copy, right, of our own variable, but this copy is not affected at any point with any changes that happen through, right? Now, pass by reference means we're given access to our location in the memory, right? So any changes that happen will actually apply.
Yeah.
All right, when we talk about, let's say, primitive data types, you know what's primitive data types?
Yes.
Who can tell me?
Int.
An int,
Double.
a double,
Float.
float,
Long.
long,
Short. Byte. Char.
okay, string,
Byte.
yeah, string,
Yes.
you agree?
Yes,
No.
Okay, character,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
double you said, yeah,
Yeah. We wrote it.
integer,
No.
thank you. So these two,
Object.
these are objects. Objects are passed by
Reference.
reference. Very good. All others, primitive, we simply make it pass by
Value.
value. Very good. Arrays, pass by.
Reference.
Excellent. Okay, so that's simply an exercise on this. Can you tell me the final output? So we have an object that you create using radius value 1. Again, radius here is double. And then you send this object to this method. And inside the method, the radius value updates to 2. Then we attempt to get back here and try to print my circle.radius. Do you need options?
Yeah.
2.0?
Yeah.
You all agree? 1.0, who's saying? Okay, why 1.0? Okay, so what did we pass here to this method? The object or the variable? The object, okay? So I sent you a student, okay, to a method that you created, and I told you that this student GPA has updated, let's say, to 3.5. Okay, so I sent you the entire reference to that student in the memory. Now, this change you made to the GPA value, will it update the student or not? Yes. Okay, nice. What if I made this change? Okay, what if it's that case? So instead of my circle, I made it my circle.radius. That's the first change. Second change is instead of circle, I made it double. And here just saying C equal to 1, 2, 1.0, 2.0, error, 0, 0.0. 2.0? Who's saying 2.0? Why 2.0? You're flipping. Okay, again. So if you are passing a variable, so here, this one, is it a variable or object? So when I say my circle.radius, this is variable or object?
Variable.
My circle.radius. Variable or object?
Variable.
My car, this is object or variable?
Object.
My car.speed, object or variable?
Variable.
That's the same, right? So when we target an attribute, this is variable, right? Again, ask yourself, what's the type? So my circle is of type?
Circle.
Circle, so this is object. Now radius is of type? So this is variable. right?
Yes.
So when we send it in the first case as an object, this is passed by reference. Passed by reference. Okay? Passed by reference is updating or it takes the old value. Updating. Very good. When we made it dot radius, it turned into a variable which is passed by value. So we take the old or the new? The old. Yeah, the old. Okay, so this is now passed by value. Very good. So the final output here is what?
2.0.
1 or 2?
2.0.
2?
1.0.
I mean with the changes that I made.
1.0.
1.0?
Yes.
You all agree?
Yes.
That's true. Okay. This is just a trace. Okay. So array of objects. So we have an array of a given size. In our case here, it's 5 items. And all the items inside this list is going to be simply treated like an object. So how many objects do you have here?
5.
5 objects. They're all circles. Each circle has its own radius value. In my case, I made the value of I, or index, equivalent to the value of R. Okay? Makes no sense, but anyways. So I can't say radius 0. But for now, the I value is R value. Okay? Dealing with any array, we need to start with loops, right? While, for, do while, doesn't matter. But most common to use is the for loop. We start usually from index
0
all the way to
and
Minus
minus 1.
1.
length minus 1, right? So we create this one here, total 5 circles, right? Every circle is going to be implemented. Sorry, this is extra. Okay, so every circle is going to be created as an object using the constructor that you pass it the value of the radius, right? And then this will count as one circle at a given index value. Then we will print 2 things. We have the first value, which is the value of radius. So this is gonna print what? 0, 1,
3, 4.
5?
No.
Excellent, very good. So 0 all the way to 4. Now last one, area. So for same value of I, we will simply calculate the area as a value, right? So for radius 0, this is gonna be
0.
0.0. Yeah, that's double. 0.0 the first time, and then the other one is gonna be 1.0 times 1.0 times 3.14. So this is 3.14. And so on. You calculate all the radius accordingly, and this is gonna be the final list. So this is what we end up with. 5 radius values, and every time you have the equivalent area. All right, now encapsulation. What's encapsulation?
The private and
Very good. So we try to hide details, right? So just like any class that we are already using, but we don't know how it's implemented. Any example? Yes, please.
The print class? Or I mean
Hmm.
the print method.
Okay, the print method,
Yeah.
exactly. Very good, excellent. So print method, you don't know how is it actually implemented. We just use system without the print line.
Yeah.
But this is known to.
and also when we cast something like or we convert.
Thank you. Yes, excellent. So casting by casting you mean which method?
Like to convert.
Parse or cast?
No, like to ما بعرف إذا كانت ببايثون ولا بجافا بس إنه لما نحول من type to type.
We have casting, yes.
Yeah.
But what do you mean by casting
Like
here?
from a string مثلا to شغلة تانية.
So is
أو
that
من
example
double
of
أو to
encapsulation?
empty.
Okay,
ولا ما له دخل.
far away. But في عندنا casting. We'll talk about it in a while. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What if we are okay? What classes did you guys learn? Built-in classes.
The Java.
Isn't string a class?
Yes.
What methods do you know for string?
To string.
Thank you. We have 2 string. Remember 2 string?
Yeah.
Very good. So this is again a method that's built in a class, right? And you can still enhance its own structure if you want by
Date
creating your own
class.
copy.
Date.
Date class, excellent, very good. And many more, right?
Yeah.
We have math class. We have a lot of
Yeah.
classes in libraries, right?
The scanner class also.
Scanner, excellent, very good. Now, scanner is mostly meant for input, right?
Yeah.
So the system.out gets things printed, right? And then for reading with a scanner, what do we use? System.n, right? Nice. So encapsulation in general, it's hiding details of our classes in terms of variables and methods. Okay. So assume like we're having any object that has list of attributes, and some of these attributes could be sensitive, like your own private address, let's say your own credit card information, your own income, your own healthcare information, and so on. These are by default set to be private data, but there could be a way also of accessing them. And for this purpose, we use
Getters.
setters and getters. Excellent. So getters are usually to retrieve data. To
To return.
retrieve data, okay. And this one is to simply update data. All right, difference between constructor and setters. Yes, please.
Constructors have the initial value and setters just update value.
Excellent. How many times you can create an object with a constructor?
Multiple.
Once. Creation only once, right? Updates how many times?
As many times.
As many as you want. And this one uses setters. Very good. Okay. So can you tell me what's the output of this small program? So I have here two classes. One has main method. This one has ID, age, and a constructor that sets both ID and age. And here I try to create an object, and I pass value 111 and 19 for ID and age in parallel. Then I try to adjust the value of age here to be 20. Let's assume I'm trying to now implement additional statement to print.
Is it error?
Why?
Because it's accessing a private.
Thank you. How to fix?
Setters.
So I need to use a setter method here, right? How do we type a setter method? Anyone remember the syntax?
Void.
Setter here. So in the place where you define the attribute and you have the constructor to initiate the call with it, you need to have the setters and getters here as well. So this becomes now a template. Anytime you want to use any of these methods or constructors, you can just initiate a call from main method. How do we write that syntax-wise?
Void.
Set public.
Okay, let me ask you questions, okay? Do we have return type?
No.
No.
So we do
Void.
what? Okay, do we have return? Sorry, do we have return statement?
No.
Again?
No.
No. Do we have any argument?
Yes.
Is it?
So we pass the new list of arguments to replace the old one, right? So these are the three common features.
So
Names, I'm not gonna stress much on that because best practice, and again, to ensure security, you might be actually asked it to avoid using the set keyword. So sometimes we say, for example, set age or set password. But in terms of, later you will see this, that people can actually guess the names of classes and methods, and this can help them with reaching your own information. Sometimes we don't actually stick to the use of set as a keyword or get as a keyword, but the main purpose still exists behind. All right, very good.
and then we do this dot age and this dot.
Excellent. So this actually is not necessarily added. Even without it, it will still work. So that's the general syntax to both getters and setters. We have get without any argument. Usually we have a return type, and there is, of course, a return statement. On the other side, for setters, we have void. Of course, you need to add the new list of arguments. and here you just set without any return statements.
Yeah.
Make sense? Okay. Now, that's how we actually fix this. So it's the same exact example, but we add the set age here. And here we simply pass this value 20 to the set age as an argument. Okay, that's the end of the first review part. Do you have any questions? Okay, part of this review will focus on inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism, and interfaces. All right, so how can you classify this to be a parent class or a child class? So looking at these shapes here, yeah. Yes?
I think the parent class will be animal, and the subclasses is the.
The one which is more general
Yeah.
is the parent.
Thank you. The general goes usually on top, so this becomes the parent. So anything that's general and would apply to any of these children, we put it there. On the other side, something that's very specific goes usually towards the bottom, right? So this becomes your own child class. So yes, as you mentioned, I can say animals
And fruits maybe.
or shapes or fruits is on the top, and you can classify this later as a child, right?
Right.
Okay. So inheritance in general is meant to allow us to avoid the concept of repetition. So instead of creating 2 or 3 classes, they all have the same shared list of attributes and methods. We can simply merge them all in one class and allow for this inheritance to be accessed by all other subclasses. So this enhances reusability, right? So you build a method once, but all these classes can use, right? Okay, so the parent class of all these classes that we know in Java, what do we call it?
Super.
Mhm.
Can you repeat the question?
What is the parent class of all classes in Java?
Object.
Object, excellent, very good. So object is the most parent class here we have in this hierarchy. So anything actually inherits from it. And that's why they tell you, if you go for generic development, usually we use object. So if you don't know the type, just use object, because that will upper class, right? Okay. So we can have things that are common listed here in this parent class, but anything that's very specific, only let's say to the dog class, would be part of this class and it will never be shared among all its siblings. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now what happens to these constructors? Do we also inherit them? So I'm asking you now mostly this. We have attributes, we have methods, we have constructors. Do we inherit all the 3?
No.
What do we inherit, what we don't?
From the parent
Attributes?
class,
Yes, we inherit.
the constructor also, and the methods.
No, we don't.
We don't use this
attributes and
keyword
methods.
as the constructor.
To access,
The constructor.
right, to access the constructor, but we don't inherit, right? So we don't inherit constructors, but we can get access to it using super keyword. Excellent. Your name again? Farah, yes, excellent, thank you. So that's one. So constructors are never inherited. We can inherit attributes, we can inherit methods, but not.
So to able to access the constructor, it doesn't consider it as inheritance.
Because you can't change it.
Okay.
No, you just use it if you want, right? So how inheritance work, we usually have 2 classes. One that's considered parent, we just have a simple header structure, class keyword followed by the name. And the other side, we have another class extending this upper class. So extends is that keyword that reflects the inheritance. And as we mentioned, we can still have a list of arguments commonly shared by all these children classes, but also every child alone has a specific list of attributes and behaviors. All right, so we don't inherit constructors, but rather we use super keyword to get access to. Okay, so if you have a human class that's said to be a parent class, I don't I don't use human, right? Instead, I'm using super. And super here has 3 uses. What does it mean here?
It inherits the constructor by default.
So this is a call to the constructor. What does it mean here?
Attribute.
It access
Huh,
the age. Oh.
right?
Mm.
What does it mean here?
Method.
Right? You guys agree? Okay. Alright, so we don't call parents by name, so this is simply incorrect. But rather, we need to use the super keyword to call these constructors. Do I have to actually use it? Or is it explicitly happening?
There's no argument constructed.
Exactly. So for no argument constructor, this is called by default. Do you remember the chaining? How it goes? Do we start from top down or down top?
Down.
Down top. So we start from the most bottom layer, the child,
To the top.
then its parent, then its parent, then its parent. Right? And you keep searching. Once you find what you're searching for, you stop. Yes? Now, in general, what's behind inheritance? Sorry, what's behind inheritance? Another concept. Hmm? Polymorphism, excellent. And polymorphism is based on what other concept?
Encapsulation.
You're close.
Abstraction.
No. What? No.
Interface.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, polymorphism depends on which other concept. Shall I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Orientation.
OV.
Overrating.
Overriding.
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 Yes, excellent. Overriding. What's overriding?
It's لما تكتبي method بس تغيري الارجيومنت البارامتر
So
او لما
same
تكتبي
signature
method
and
بس
different
تغيري
body.
اللو مثلا او شيء البودي
Okay, there's still 2 concepts now.
الاوفرلودنج واوفررايدنج
So same signature, different body. That is.
This is overloading.
You're saying this is overloading? Maybe? Okay. When I say different signature, either same or different body, doesn't matter.
Isn't the first one overriding?
Same body, that's it.
Overriding.
So you're saying this is overloading and this is overriding?
I think the
أنا
first is
بالعكس.
overriding.
Thank you. This is override
and the other is overload.
and this is overload. No, that's a horrible handwriting. Excuse me. Okay, so yes, when we have the same signature, different body implementation, this is override. When we have different signature but same body or different body, doesn't matter, this is simply
Overload.
overloading. Alright, can you tell me what is the output here? Let me just fix this. Okay, so I have here 2 classes, animal and unicorn. A unicorn here extends from animal, so it's a child. I do have
18.
2 constructors. I do have print method, a main method. How do we start?
Main
You're the compiler now. How to start?
from the main method.
Main method, okay. Then this one.
Create an object.
So we create our own object. It jumps where? Can I annotate this for you? So let me call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we are here. Jumping
To 1.
to 1. Then from 1 to
4.
4.
To 2.
4 or 2? 2.
3 is super.
I'm creating an animal. What happens inside this super call gets you where?
The end age كمان.
here,
Three.
right? So this one jumps here, yeah? Then from 3, where do we move?
4.
2.
Okay, now we have a call to print. So print gets you to
2.
2. Nice. Now, final output. Let me give you options. 1, 18 or 18.0.
18.0.
18.
Hmm.
1.
Look at this.
Is it going to be error?
Okay, justify. Any answer, justify. You say error? Why error?
Because integer is up. Like it's over.
Yeah.
It's not in
Yeah, okay, so that's how we initialize. We
18.
declare, we initialize, and here we update, right? This is okay.
Error, it's not declared as what double error.
Which one? Here?
Yes.
It's okay. That's declaration.
Yeah, but
So 18.
Hmm?
We just jumped it.
Again.
Then we just jumped it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's.
so- okay, this happens in the memory by default. So these statements you don't even count because they run. They eventually run, okay?
18.
Yes.
18.
Yes. You say 18, all of you?
I say 1.
Perfect.
Yeah, 18.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Is that passed by reference or passed by value?
Reference.
Are we passing anything here? We're not passing anything. That's a tricky question. So again, we don't pass anything here. We initialize something, we updated this value, and that's it. Right? So this is simply 18. Very good. Okay. Now override and overload, as explained, so this is simply same signature, right? But different implementation. So we said all animals inherit, let's say sound, but the way they implement sound is different, right? How about this one here? So we have different
Signature.
signature,
So
but same
overload.
implementation or different, doesn't matter. Now here, there is one of two options. It's either to have multiple arguments, so I can have, for example, nj. So till this point, this is one argument, two arguments, right? Even if this one was double. So this is still different in terms of the number of arguments. Yes? The other is to have the same number of arguments, but different type, like moving from double to end, or end to double, and so on. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a very quick example, then I will release you afterwards. Let me type it for you. Okay, I have a main method. So this is not syntax, please. Just let's assume this is main, okay? And I do have some method with any return type. It doesn't really matter here. Just let's assume we only focus on signature for now. So sum for int x, int y. And then this one here returns, this one here returns x plus y. Okay? Another sum method, int x, double y, and again return x plus y. Sum, oops. Put this one for double x, double y. And again, return x plus y. Okay. Now inside the main method, I'm having a call to sum. Okay. Tell me the output for every case. Hmm?
First one, 6.
Okay, so first one, just tell me which one is gonna call, okay?
The first. It will find
So
the
let's
first.
call 1, 2, 3.
The first one.
So this is, you're saying first,
Yes.
okay.
بعدين 3.
بعدين
Two. And
2
to
or
double.
3.
2.
2 2
Do they both fit?
Wait. 3 3.
So you're saying 2 fits?
Wait for the second one.
So we have, again, double float.
Oh, no, wait. No,
I think
Sorry,
error.
double end, sorry.
Error صح؟
3.
لا 3.
هي error يا 3.
Okay, we have 2 containers, guys, okay? One that says end, one that says double. Can I put this small inside the big one?
Yes.
Yes. Can I do the opposite?
No.
No.
So it's not
So wide casting is done explicitly, right? But I can't do the other way around. So here I'm trying to save what? I'm trying to save end inside,
Double.
so this works.
Yes.
No error, okay? So this is gonna call 3. How about the third one?
Two.
You have end double.
Yes. 2.
So this is 2, last one,
3.
3 again. Okay, perfect. How about this? Oh, okay.
طيب
If I don't have this one,